Hello, welcome to Game Rating Review Live in the Morning. My name is Jean-Marc Lejean, and I celebrated Valentine's Day with my wife early because that's more fun to do. It was amazing. We got a lot of stuff. You can check out my Facebook. So she got me, and it was great. And so I didn't want to do a video last night because we were celebrating Valentine's Day. And I decided maybe I should celebrate or talk about stuff in the morning live instead of, you know, wasting your time with something else. So anyway, she surprised me with Resident Evil 2. I'll get to that. I guess I'll talk about that later. But the one thing I did want to talk about that's been on my mind for a few weeks is that Google is secretly making its own console. That Google is going to be starting production of this new console. They are either releasing it next year or the year after, or maybe even the end of this year. We don't know. But Dreamcast guy, I've been watching him. He covered it a little bit, but no major networks are really covering it, like IGN or Kotaku or anything. It just seems like these smaller YouTubers are covering it, and it could be that it's true and that these bigger sites want access to it, want access to this new console that's coming out. And I think another console in the market is dumb. I mean, we already have the three major consoles. We still have PC that's out there. We still have the Steam box, which kind of failed, with the Ouya that failed, with a lot of things that just didn't work. So having another console, especially in the saturation of people get mad at fanboys of PlayStation and Xbox and why are you a fanboy for both? But you have to stay with brand because that's all you can afford, right? You can afford one of them and then maybe a Nintendo Switch on the side. Nintendo's smart because they keep their stuff cheap to where you can have more than one console. Or if you do only need one console, it's cheap to go with Nintendo, especially for your children. So, I like that the ecosystem that we're in, and if Google comes in and messes with that ecosystem, that's not great. That's not a good thing for what is happening. And another concern that was raised by the fact that there's going to be a new console is that Google is going to be taking games that we love and that we haven't seen for a long time, right? Let's say it's Street Fighter, right? If you take Street Fighter, you can only get it at the Google console. You can only get it there. And I was like, no, I don't want to, I wouldn't buy a Google console. I said the same thing when Xbox came out, though. I was like, oh, I don't like Microsoft. I don't like Bill Gates. I'm not going to get an Xbox. And then Halo came out and everyone bought it. It might fail like the Ouya. Who knows? Google has a lot of money behind it. They could do a lot of marketing and get a lot of good games. So I don't know if that's what's going to happen. It's exciting to see what's going to happen. I can't wait to see what the console actually looks like and then go from there. So I played 2 hours of Resident Evil. Super fun. Super, super fun game. It is as fun as everyone says it was, and I enjoyed it. It was a little bit stressful, but I played it on medium. I knew enough to not waste too many bullets, and then as time went by, I started wasting bullets. So it's very fun. It's more of a puzzle game. There's a lot of choices you have to make, and I'm not necessarily scared of things. If something jumps out at me, I'm not that hasn't happened yet. But I'm more scared of when there's 3 zombies coming at me and you have to kind of manage, should I shoot them? Should I run around them? And that's more just stressful than scary. Okay, what do I do? What do I do? But they have this good progression of getting weapons and of item management. Item management's a little bit stressful. I preferred the item management in Resident Evil 4 because it was more spaced out, but Resident Evil 4 is a perfect Resident Evil game. I hope they don't remake that game because they don't need to, but I would love to see Resident Evil 3 done in this way. That would be fantastic. But yeah, so far I only played 2 or 3 hours of it last night, and I fully enjoyed it. So we'll see how long streaming lasts tomorrow and tonight, because I'm going to want to immediately play Resident Evil 2 So it's a high recommend for me to go play it. So yes, tell me what you think about the Google console. Tell me what you think about Resident Evil 2. Because yeah, Google console, I was just I just stayed up one night thinking like I really don't want another console in the market. We really, I don't know. A lot of people are like really pushing their buck with video games. They stick to the PlayStation, they stick to the Xbox, they stick to PC, and like, why are you gonna do this? The Google console would make sense if Steam was on it, though. That would make a lot of sense, and that would probably force me to. I'd be like, oh heck yeah, I could put all my Steam stuff on there. There's a lot more to talk about, but I'll wait till the weekly news show to talk about it. Thank you for watching the weekly news show with me live because celebrating Valentine's Day. And hopefully, what I said was interesting and that you enjoyed it. Please hit like and subscribe if you like what you see. Please let me know your feelings on these topics. And thanks for joining me for the live thing I did.